Hello! Hey ladies and gents, how you doing? It is Monday night, so we're doing some strange Aeons tonight. Before we kick it off, a few announcements, a few shout-outs. Ketchy Dark, Savage32, thank you very much for renewing your subscriptions, my friends. 10 and 11th months. Nearly going on a year. How crazy is that?
Super good.
It's super good. Super good. A few things before we start. Been a crazy few days. So, if you missed it, my Patreon is now up and running for people who want to support the Twitch channel, and also my YouTube channel, where I've just launched a new video series called Eberron Historian, where I'm basically just making lore videos that I can write cool music to go to. But it's been doing well. I've got a few patrons already who are picking up some awesome monthly map packs that I don't know if that's what's the word for it? Calling my own stuff awesome, but some very detailed, very highly detailed maps that I'm making monthly and putting out there in a package with music and ambience that I'm composing for them. I'll do a preview of the current one at the end of the session. So there's that. If you're interested in any of that, please check out the links down below. The Patreon link, the YouTube link. I'm only a few subscribers short of actually claiming the Tales of Pesh URL on YouTube, which is finally, after a year of uploading videos, I'm almost there. Also, the Discord is up and running, link down below. So if you want to jump into that and get among the discussions between games, talk to us and hang out, go ahead. Link is down below. Thank you, Stinker32, for renewing your subscription for 10th month. And that has triggered a hype train, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, bits! You Stinker, thank you. Thank you for the 69 bits. You Stinker, nice.
You bloody.
Nice. Nice. So we got a hype train going, so I guess I'll just do the thing that I do when we have a hype train. I'll just start making noises. Thank you, Savage32, for the 168 bits. We're on a train. We're on a hype train. We're on this hype train adventure together. We have another plug before we get started tonight. If Adam, you'd like to take it away for the Savage Bear podcast plug.
Hello, friends and family. I am releasing my own podcast this Thursday. So we've got 3 days' time. It is being released. Basically, 3 days' time. Yeah, 4 days. 4 days currently, 3 days tomorrow. Savage Bear podcast, we are playing through a 2E Pathfinder campaign called... oh my god, I'm blanking. No, it's called Extinction Curse. Thank you so much. It's called Extinction Curse, and we're playing through that. We should be releasing an episode a week, taking you through the terrible, awesome, and hijinks we're going to be going through on the Circus of Wayward Wonders. That'll be starting on Thursday, the 6th of May, and for all you lucky guys, we're releasing 3 episodes in 1 day. So find us on social media, on our Instagram or on our Facebook. You'll be able to find our podcast on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, and all of your favorite apps for podcasting. That's my plug. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam. Me and Braden have been having a wonderful time.
Good.
participating as players in this campaign.
yes.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
Mhm.
I'll have to make a little. We have to start doing like little plug things on our pictures above the cams. That's the Adam at Savage Bear podcast with the little
Oh, that'd be
Instagram
cool.
handle above. I'll work on that.
Yeah.
I'll work on that for the next session.
Thank you.
All right. Well, nothing else left to do except for one more.
Choo choo, choo choo. Look at that.
Look at that hype train. Look at that hype train. Thanks, guys. Oh, we hit level 2. Guys. Hey! Thank you, Savage, for more bits. Thank you for the 219 bits. Appreciate it. I'll have to... Whoa! Well, actually, what do you want? That can't be right. You've been sitting on 2544 for a while, I think. I think my little bits counter is broken. I'll have to look into it.
Update it.
Anyway. There's nothing left to do but start the session.
Less
Let's
jazz,
go.
more spook.
Let's jazz. Alright, so where we last left off the previous episode of Strange Aeons, you arrived back at the Lost Caravanserai in the vast desert in the Dreamlands, but something was different compared to your last visit or visits to the Lost Caravanserai. Rather than the beating hot sun of a daytime desert, there was a large moon, darkness thrown over the desert, illuminated by said moon, and up ahead at the Caravanserai, lanterns illuminating it, signs of life which you hadn't seen before. You approached cautiously and realized upon arrival that the Lost Caravanserai was indeed being occupied by seemingly a small group of the denizens of Lang, the strange Dreamlands humanoids you encountered several times already in multiple places in Dreamlands. In addition to this, the courtyard seemed to be overrun with night gaunts, the strange, winged, flappy, leathery creatures that you once encountered back in the Briarstone Asylum. You did some combat, fighting against many of the hostiles, both the Night Gaunts outside and the denizens of Lang on the inside, making your way through the Lost Caravanserai and eventually arriving in the admin room below where you met the Yellow King, or at least Balthus met the Yellow King on your last visit, and he and Gideon once worked for him whilst being out of their minds and trapped in the Dreamlands. However, in the admin room, you met a strange man who called himself Mr. Wanderlust. Bring that up right now. Who was insistent that the strange scribblings that the Yellow King once had Gideon and Balthus trying to catalogue in their madness. Mr. Wanderlust insistent that there was some code or some secret hidden amongst the text. After some academic debate with Gideon and Heimlich, the point was moot, and you headed upstairs, realizing that the Yellow King was missing. Mr. Wanderlust informed you that he believed the Yellow King had been taken to the moon, the Dreamlands moon, by a denizen of Lang by the name of Wiralai. Someone you're unfamiliar with, but the name has a strange familiarity. But unbothered by the fact that your guide to the Mad Poet had been taken or disappeared, you returned back to the real world, ending the dream, and arriving back, having defeated the spectral shopkeeper back in the Lost Caravanserai. After a long night's rest, Gideon and Balthus finally awakening, free of their curse. A sleepful, dreamless night. Waking to the sound of the pitter-patter of rain on the roof of the barge the next morning. And that's where we're starting off now.
Gideon will instantly grab his pillow, turn over, and fall asleep again for the next 4 hours. He's never known to sleep like this on this ship for a long time.
Oh. That was fun.
Ah, this is what it's like to be well rested.
So you're healed now?
Well, I still don't feel like I'm all there mentally.
You've
But,
never been all there mentally, brother.
well, you
I'm
see,
sorry. I'm sorry.
You know what? I feel like I should have a retort to that, but I just can't think of anything at the moment.
No, I
And
think
that's
he,
what I mean.
I think he means that both he and I are still suffering from some sort of ailment.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
could
that
go
sounds
and
about
see that the surgeon fellow
Yeah,
that
be happy to
used
do
that
that.
spells. You removed the stuff out of our brains. Remember?
100%.
Yeah.
I think that's the best path forwards. Only one problem.
What's that?
I don't think he's particularly fond of me.
That is true. Well, it was a big city, right? Surely he's not the only doctor.
Something tells me that the dungeon master only has one surgeon in the whole of that city. Not sure why, but someone did. Some sort of deity will have control over that, and I'm certainly sure that we're gonna have to make amends. But I mean, we can still visit him.
Well, maybe he
You'll
has
probably just charge us
requests
double
for
or
us.
something.
If worst comes to worst, but
Can we even afford single?
good point.
How much was it last time? Like 450 or something?
Something like that.
Can't
It
even
was
remember.
close to maybe 700.
Hmm. Well, I got £3.50. No, I'm joking.
£3.50 of what?
Exactly. No, I've got those emeralds. Remember, I
yes.
picked them up from inside the shopkeeper's little
Yeah. That'd be
underneath
good.
the thing. I think they were worth. Well, you guys said they were worth about 200 each.
Yes, I think a little bit more than that. They were going for we thought they were going for several thousand each, didn't we, Josh?
It was 1,000 each.
Yeah, 1,000 each. I think I did an appraise check on them.
Oh, 1,000 each.
Yes, it's more than a couple
Oh, I must
hundred.
have misheard.
That's alright. Well, that's 5,000 gold pieces.
That's surely enough to cover the cost of the surgery, right?
Surely.
So, and some extra, perhaps, to wet the palms a little bit, as some might say.
Some might.
Particularly them with dry hands.
Well, if you're going back to sleep, I might
Yeah, sorry. I should probably get out of this hammock. Just gets
No,
up
you
and-
can rest. It's fine. You do look like you don't look like you need it. You look rested, but
Mm,
you've
yes.
earned it. After having such a shite night's sleep.
It's very strange
Couple
having
of
a couple
nights.
Yeah, but it is nice to get a full night's rest without having a dream. Like a dream at all. Like I had completely sleepless. I literally fell asleep, woke up, and it was fantastic.
Delightful.
No dreams about people touching me and affecting me. That shopkeeper, I'm glad he's dead.
So am
I know, like he was glad he was dead too. But I mean, therefore, we both benefit from this.
Maybe if he kept a better shop, he would have, wouldn't have been so bored there.
Yep, no, honestly, yeah. If he actually sold something, Anyway, I'd best be getting out of this hammock. It's a bit strange talking to you while I'm lying down. He removes the pillow from between his legs and climbs out of the hammock. Right, breakfast, I guess.
Yes, and then on to some research.
Oh,
what
yes,
were-
I'm interested. We've only got one thing left to search, I believe.
Well, one that we know of anyway.
Yeah. Well, and then we've collected all the items, and then we can present them.
Oh, don't we still have 2 to go?
Or do we still have 2 to go?
You do have 2, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. I thought we had 1.
Did we not finish the research on one of them?
No, I think one was. Let me just double check. Maybe you're right. No, yeah, one was close. One is partially researched.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna keep failing at my research check.
And I'll take the partial one. I'll take the one we need to do more progress on.
Whichever
Right.
one requires nature or geography, I can do.
Okay. Balthus, what are you gonna spend the day doing?
I'm gonna do some fishing without having my mind plagued.
Okay. Are you doing your zappy fishing? Because it is raining today. I'll just point out.
That's the only way I know how to fish.
Hmm.
It's all right. I've got energy resistance myself, so.
Yeah, do you want a potion
should
for
be
that?
good.
I actually have a potion for that.
No, it's fine.
Right.
I'm naturally a little bit
Spicy.
better off against electric things.
No, that makes sense. All right. I'll get stuck in these books.
I failed successfully again. I rolled a 3, making that a 12.
And what one were you researching? Was it the feline tail?
No, it was the other one. It was the
The idol?
green idol.
Okay. That is most definitely a fail, yes.
I guess I was worried he's using the feline tail. I rolled a 16.
Alright. So you'll give Gideon a +2 assistance to his roll.
Right. And we're looking at what'd you do for nature?
Nature.
Yeah.
What is the DC for this? If
It is so it's referred to as a complexity, which is 20, and also you get some depending on the materials you're researching. Sometimes you get a bonus. In this particular research materials, you get an additional +2 bonus. So you're getting a +4 to your total roll from AFA and the completion of the works that you're reading.
So it's +4 on what I've already got.
Yeah.
Okay, so long as it registers my dice, I pass.
You can fail on a natural one. You can fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's a skill. We gotta fail.
I do. One rolls of one. Rolls of one of skill on a skill or a fail.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
That's a homebrew rule, but I instigated that in my Dark Sun campaign because Josh's character was regularly jumping 60 to 70 feet without ever failing.
Well, I currently have a +19, so. Oh, only a 5. So.
So what? 20? How much?
4.
24 plus 2.
24.
26.
26. Alright, so roll me a d12 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, certainly. Oh, I just didn't get it with it today. I'll try again later. Yeah, it's only a 7.
That's alright, that is enough. So, previously, whilst researching the feline tail, you deduced this. So, according to a naturalist's papers, felines with blue and purple tails are called pards. And they can be found...
P-A-R-D?
P-A-R-D, yeah, exactly. And they can be found in the Dreamland's Enchanted Wood. One of Laus's diaries indicates his intent to seek the advice of Zoogs, a race of intelligent, rodent-like creatures native to the Enchanted Wood. Zoogs are carnivores, and particularly enjoy feline flesh. Laus assumed the Zoogs would know where to find them pards. And you guys are familiar with the Zoogs. You once met a very, very angry Zoog underneath the boiler in the first room I think you ever walked into in Briarstone Asylum, and it bit Balthus's toe off. Balthus is still walking kind of like goose-legged, thanks to the fact he's still missing one of his big toes. So these Zoogs were basically like extremely large magical rats, and their eyes emit light like the beams of the headlights of a car.
That's right. Yeah.
So the last piece of information that you glean, Gideon, during your study session today, you learn the proper phrase that allows you to use the Dreamland's excursion occult ritual to reach the Enchanted Wood.
Well, I advise everyone to wear some sort of protective shoes as we enter
Steel
this
cap
realm.
toe boots. Let's
Yes,
go.
if possible. You definitely replace those sandals. Maybe put on some socks underneath. It's very protective.
I might
But we,
just
I
be
have,
buying the entire time.
yes, I have the access. I almost said access code, but what I mean is the access phrase that we need to go to this next realm and get the next item.
Also, I will remind you guys, now that you're free of curse and like time isn't like so against you, you do still have months left on this voyage, so you don't have to go into the Dreamlands every single night if you don't want to. You have time to just chill for a couple of days if you like, or we can fast track some of the voyage.
Well, that's a good point.
But it's completely up to you guys.
Like a holiday? Does anyone feel like a holiday?
A holiday?
Get mine and Balthus's brain fixed, and then spend a week doing fuck all.
I'd be
honestly, now
more
that
than happy to get my brain fixed.
We'll get our brains fixed, and like we're not pressed for time. Like our schedule for arriving at this place is a couple more months, and all we've been doing is constantly going into this dream world and constantly trying to solve this riddle. We could actually take some time. Not sure about you guys, but I wasn't an adventurer before this, and like now being fully thrust into the world of danger and throw my life in front of people who I barely know, but 100% respect and trust. It's nice to just do nothing, and actually, relax on the ship that we paid passage on.
That would be nice. Actually,
I mean,
let me just ask the captain something real quick.
I'm gonna. Where are we below deck still?
Yeah, I assume you're in your cabin right now.
Yeah. I just want to ask the captain if we're out of the territory where the Thrushmore anglers would be living.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. So you departed on the 12th of Chthona. So this is the 13th day of your 3.5-month voyage. I'm just going to have a quick look at the map here. I would say... So, I'll just bring you guys into the map scene for 1 second. At this point, so Thrushmore is here, where that river meets the edge of Lake Incarthen.
Yeah.
Right now, you guys are around here. Maybe even here. Traveling along the banks of Lake Incarthen towards the Selin Passage, which is over here.
And we're avoiding Throne Step and stuff. And
the captain did express uncomfortableness with going near Throne Step. And she has informed you that the next stop they intend to make to resupply is in the city of Jur. Thank you very much for the follow, Cinderlin.
And then when we get to Zur, we're heading, keep heading east and then heading south.
You there? Yep. And then straight south there. Yep. Following that river all the way down to Casimir is your destination.
Excited, I might be able to see the Five King Mountains.
What's that?
Beautiful, beautiful mountains.
Oh.
Yes.
Are there many of them there?
We're talking sky citadels. Like, these are beautiful, beautiful places in there. We also, for those of you who are inclined for blood sports, we'll be passing Tuamon, I believe, on our travels. So, it's a beautiful arena there for the pit fighting and stuff like that.
That could be interesting.
Just fascinating. Maybe take a day trip. Anyway,
So,
sorry.
Did the captain think we weren't gonna see many more of them?
So you approach her on deck. So you ask her about the Thrushmore stuff.
Yeah, what do you think?
I certainly hope not, but until we reach the Selin Passage, there's every chance we could see another one.
Hey.
How about this? Just, if you see a little lantern, hovering in the fog, don't go anywhere near it.
Yeah, probably wise.
Especially Gideon. He's very fond of that lantern.
Well, look, when monstrosities come out of the dark, sometimes it's good to, like, note it down and take a few images down of the creature so it can be used later for study.
I suppose you don't need to go give it a hug.
I'm fairly sure you would have licked it if you managed to reach.
Alchemical components are found in multiple ways.
Yeah, but do you have to gather
Touché.
them with your tongue?
Okay, thank you. I didn't know you knew Gelt.
Oh,
Joshua, by the way, and you just noticed that you're starting to grow a mustache. I love it.
Right?
You look so good.
For the wedding this weekend.
I've only ever known you with just like completely shaved face. So as soon as I looked on the stream quickly and I was like, is that a oh? Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I need to shave the rest of my face off and just have a mustache myself.
Anyway, while this is happening, Balthus is out on deck, lowering his lightning rod into the water and killing more of the local wildlife. Balthus, roll damage on your attack.
Yeah, this one's a shocking graph, so that's some of these.
Oh fuck!
Oh Jesus!
Sorry, that's a lot.
So a Thrushmore Angler appears.
Oh, sorry, it's
Not joking.
Are they wearing metal?
Yeah, you lower your lightning rod into the water. It's hard to see the fish in this rain. The pitter patter of the rain on top of the water obscures what's below it. But so fishing today would have been an issue for the sailors, but not for Balthus, the barge's resident comic. He lowers his rod in, gives it a zap, and just in time, as the boat continues to float through the water, a choice crop of fish float to the top, belly up, already half cooked. You sort of lean over the edge of the barge and begin grabbing them before they drift away. A few of them still do drift away.
Yeah, can I use Mage Hand to try to grab the far
easy.
reach one?
Yep, easy. Yeah. You use Mage Hand. You grab the fish that almost got away, turning around with like a banana bunch of fish in each hand, holding them by the tail.
I really hate that you make it look so easy.
Well, I've got to be good at something.
Basic science mixed in with a little bit of the arcade. I mean, honestly, I think you've got something to learn from him. If he's able to catch fish that easily, maybe fishing, needs to change a little.
Seems a mite wasteful.
We eat them, don't we not?
Don't think we can even eat that much fish.
We haven't been. I mean, we've got a crew of, 20 on the ship? It's about 30 on the ship.
There
right?
is 10 sailors, or was it 12? It's either 10 or 12 sailors. Skywin, the captain, yourselves, and the 2 academics from Casimir University.
So close to 20 of us. I mean, eating with full bellies, and
True.
it means their supplies don't get as thinned out, which means they save money. Therefore, we might get a bit of a discount. Or if we next go on the ship, they'll be like, "Yeah, let's have them on board for free." It's all about making friends.
And I very much like fish.
I hate product, if I'm honest.
Well, you don't have to eat it. There are
No,
still
I
rations.
will. I need it for. I spoon around it. When you see children and they don't like eating their peas and they just kind of push it to the sides of the plate. It is hard, I must admit, with the whole fish, but I eat some of it. I'm becoming partial towards fish.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not letting it go to waste, it's very.
No,
nutritious.
I do share it with the other sailors when I can. But thank you again for your fishing. I'm learning a lot.
What would you? So both yourselves and the crews finished dinner with full bellies that night of the chef's, the barge cook's signature breadcrumbed fish cakes that he serves up. And what would you like to do anything with the evening?
I want to do some research, eh?
Yeah, give it another crack. You gonna roll another big roll?
Yeah,
Which one's that one that you're rolling on?
I've rolled a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 3.
Wait, what skill is it?
It's,
history.
History?
What if you
I
got
can
an
help
history?
you. I can help you with history.
Okay, okay.
What's your history?
+2.
What's okay?
12. To help.
That is a successful assist, so a +2 to
I rolled a
Lick's
19,
result.
so...
A 19, so a 21?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me just double check the complexity here.
Fuck.
That is a pass. There was a +2 bonus from the books as well, for a total of 23.
3.
So, Heimlich, how many skill ranks do you have in knowledge history?
How do I
bonus.
check that?
Go to the
Just
skill.
on the skills page.
Oh, 4 ranks. 4 ranks.
4 ranks. Okay. Alright, so roll a d8 and add your intelligence modifier.
I've got double that. I've got 8 ranks in all of them. I forgot how many I put in them. Holy shit.
Oh, big rolls. 8.
8, nice. Alright. So, I'll recount the knowledge that you got from the last time you researched this subject. So, you begin poring over the tomes, The Festival of the Snake, The Forgotten Servants, and The Illusion of the Weeping Ones. You find out that the water lizard referenced in the green stone idol, it's supposed to be a stone idol in the shape of some sort of water lizard. That water lizard referenced is no mere animal. It is a representation of Bokrug, one of the unimaginably powerful great old ones. A horrid treaty. Oh, treat with ISE on the end. What is that word?
Treaties?
Treatise.
Treatise? A horrid treatise collating rumors of the great old ones asserts that Bokrug lives in a vast, unnamed lake in the Dreamlands. A race of alien creatures founded the city of Ib on the shores of the lake and worshipped Bokrug there. An idol of green stone was said to be central to the rites of these denizens of Ib. A quasi-historical dissertation among these books relates how Ib was destroyed by proud and warlike humans disgusted by their aliens' bizarre rites and unusual physiognomy.
Doesn't sound like humans.
And that is what you glean in your 8 hours of research that night, Heimlich. You feel there is still a little more to discover, including...
It appears that humans win again. Because we are the apex race.
I think you got that one wrong. I'm like, but yes, like as is tradition, humans come in and ruin everything, right?
Well, there appears to be some ruin here. More research needs to be done.
Yes, well, as it is, I'm off to bed. I really don't feel like going to the dream world tonight, so just a good night's sleep might be nice.
Alright,
I'll head
unless...
off to my hammock.
Yep. Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do that evening.
No,
we
Gideon's
can
gonna have another
take-
beautiful sleep.
Yep, an 8-hour rest.
Oh, good.
Rain clears up that night.
Who was the girl we met with in the Night Hags quest?
The monk
Yes.
that assisted you.
Yeah.
Her name was Kilrika,
Kilrika.
if I remember correctly. Kilri.
Kavrika.
Kavrika, sorry.
Kavrika. And I have no idea where I could find her again. Would I?
You haven't a clue. You from like the local population in Delathleen that you've seen, you're fairly sure she's foreign to that city.
Right. Okay.
And she did say she was returning to her home, wherever that is. So, sounded like it was far away.
Okay.
Alright, so it is 7 a.m. The rain stops that night, and you awaken to a brisk, fairly chilly morning with clear skies. I might remove the tint. What would you guys like to do with the day?
Gideon would like to do some research into the books.
into
The collection of books that we have.
right.
Anything in there about different ways to prepare fish to help out the cook rather than eating the same breadcrumbed. Anything at all.
Roll for me, and it damn it. So what's the Pathfinder analog of investigation? Because it's not a thing in Pathfinder. Let's say
I guess it's
There's
one
a
of the
perception.
knowledges, perhaps.
just roll a knowledge nature for me.
Knowledge nature. Okay. 20.
20. You don't find much. It doesn't appear that Laos was.
Knowledge local, actually? Could it be knowledge local?
I mean, if you're not in Laos's books, no.
Okay, good call.
Yeah,
Good call.
yeah. You don't find much. Laos wasn't exactly much of a gourmand. He had, a host of servants cooking for him at the back at Iris Hill. But he does recount a brief story in one of his dream journals, a trip to a coastal city in Kadath, where he witnessed some fishermen expertly gutting and cleaning some fish and preparing this very very delicious dish in which fish were cooked within a salt crust in the oven. And he sort of recounts that briefly. Not exactly a recipe, but
Something different.
yeah, more of a description of what he witnessed.
No. I'll take down some notes, try and make them into some rudimentary recipe, and hand it to the cook.
I like to think you hand the cook like a piece of
Overly
parchment with
complicated.
with it says like it's got like like
Sodium chloride.
yeah, sodium chloride, like NaCl on it. He's like, well, what is that?
The recipe for cooking fish, just to make just to change things up a little bit, in case you were interested.
Well, thanks, I guess. It certainly
right.
sounds interesting.
Yes, make sure it's set to exactly 3, 4, 8 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, it could overcook.
Needs a
You
lot
don't-
of salt.
I mean,
Maybe after
chloride, but sure.
maybe we can convince Captain to pick up another bag of salt when we reach Zur.
Well, certainly. I mean, it would also help. It means that maybe after we depart from your ship, you may be able to actually, keep hold of some of the fish that we've been collecting. Maybe we could do a big fishing day. Yeah. How much does a barrel of fish go for these days, anyway?
Well, I can't say I know. Not really a fisherman.
True. I must get
I
back to my
wouldn't
reading.
know either.
I'll get back to my reading. I'll find out for us. Thank you.
Alright, so yeah, the day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
So we've researched everything now.
Nope.
No, there's still a
I'm
little
good.
bit of research left for the Greenstone
Okay.
Idol. Yeah.
Don't worry, boys. I got it.
That's right. I was going to leave you to it. Gideon's
I
like,
got it. We're doing
flexing.
it. Easy peasy. Easy roll of 26.
Oh, that's it.
baby.
Nice.
Roll
Finally.
roll D8. Add your. Oh, that wasn't a natty, was it?
No.
No. All right. Roll D8. Add your intelligence modifier.
9.
Alert. So you polish it up throughout the morning, sort of on a roll after yesterday's sort of research session, waking up refreshed and raring to go and finish it. And you glean the last bit of a tale about this city of or this place inhabited by these denizens of Ib. So once after the warlike humans arrive and destroyed the Ibs, the victorious humans were from a city called Sarnath. After destroying Ib, the folk of Sarnath carried away a strange green idol and housed it in one of their temples. The idol disappeared from the temple soon thereafter. At this point of Laus's notes, he concludes that he needs to head to this Sarnath to try and discover where he might discover the location of this idol and that particular note ends with a phrase to add to the Dreamlands excursion occult ritual to reach the city of Sarnath.
New city, new healer.
Not.
I'd like to use the day to show up Balthus in fishing that he did yesterday. So I'm going to spend the majority of the day on the bow.
Doing some bow fishing.
Yeah.
Why don't you just let your brother do it?
Yeah, depending how if Aether's actually no matter how successful Aether is, I'm gonna start shock fishing again. But if it looks like it's getting even, I'm gonna start casting higher level spells.
Okay.
Well, that's a 33 to hit.
33 to hit. Yeah, Aether rips out all the good shots today. It starts loosing arrows left, right, and center and pulling in fresh fish and piling them up on the deck. Balthus, roll your shocking grasp.
Yeah, and after I do a shocking grasp, I also want to put an aggressive thundercloud over the water.
Okay.
I also realized it should have only been 5. Oh, no high.
A 12 after a 5d6?
Yikes.
Yeah, rough.
Woof.
That's the thundercloud though, and it's reflex save to take half.
Okay. Alright, so you with one hand lowering your lightning rod into the water, zapping the fish, with the other hand conjuring an aggressive thundercloud, also just crackling over the top of the water as it glides alongside the boat, just leaving a trail of carnage as fish are floating belly up nearby.
And then I will cast floating disc and then hover it above the water so that I can pile up fish on that quicker. It can hold up to 100 pounds of weight per caster level, so probably 7 or 8.
As you're piling them onto your disc, I'm gonna shoot them and pluck them off and bring them in onto the deck
I start tickling.
and claim them as mine in my pile.
I'm gonna start tickling Balthus to break his concentration.
So bitch.
I'm kidding. Gideon wouldn't do that. It's very unprofessional.
Right, so there's a very sort of we'll say a joyful day of fishing out on deck. The sailors are having a good laugh at Aether and Balthus's fishing competition, sort of shouting, encouragements or fun, playful jabs, mostly at Balthus's expense and bringing up his awful jokes. Gideon, what are you doing all day while this is happening?
Gideon's gonna find the most complex, strange, and hard to read book out of the collection and relax, sit down, and read it.
Alright. Well, there's a particularly hard to read book because it is the one Heimlich has been, I think, reading a little bit, if I recall correctly. The dichotomy on Aklo syntax. Book that basically works as a Rosetta Stone between Common and the Aklo tongue. So you could pore over that for the day if you like.
Is it complex? Like, is it enough for me to learn that language? Because if there's an opportunity for me here to acquire more languages to add to my trove,
you
certainly will.
definitely could. It just take more than one day of reading.
Yeah, no, I will study. If this is something that I can learn, so I can have an 8th language.
Yeah.
That is obscure. I would love to.
Yep, you can continue to read that. I think Heimlich has read it. Or did you end up adding Aklo to your languages, Heimlich, from studying it?
I believe I have. No, I don't have that. I have Common, Elven, Varisian, Kelish. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. Yep.
There you go. Oh, that's right. I think yeah, when you leveled up, you added it. I'm pretty sure because you had been reading that book. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'll dive into it and start reading it.
Okay. That's a day of reading, relaxed reading for Gideon. Just trying to rebuild his psyche. Still suffering from the wisdom drain from the curse. And the
I think well, I'll grab the guys before we go to bed. So, before we lay down for the night, do we want to perhaps cure mine and Balthus's ailment tonight, or should we do that tomorrow, perhaps? Which would you prefer?
Well, if it's likely that we're gonna find a new healer, we should probably aim to do that first, whether we're doing that in the city we're going to or not.
Right. All right, that's fair enough. We'll leave it for the next city that we encounter then.
Well, I meant the city that we're going into now, surely. We may as well do that while there. And so we
Well,
might
I think we're going to that after the current one. Though I think we're going to the fluffy animal place first.
The feline.
The
Spun
feline.
tail.
Yeah. You forget Gideon's the smart one. I'm not. The feline, yeah. So I think we're going after the feline tail first, and then we're going to go for the idol. From what I remember.
That is correct. That is what you're intending.
Yep.
I also like to go after the cat girls.
I now don't want to be in there with his dreams. Alright, well, we could go visit, as he says, cat girls.
Yeah, I'm fine with doing that.
Do you want to? I think it might be an idea to try and heal your ailments sooner rather than later.
Well, that's my thought, but Balthus seems to have different ideas. I mean, I am suffering. I'm at a -3 at the moment to my wisdom, which is affecting my sense motive, survival, heal. Like it's affecting a number of my skills. Perception, for instance, is -3, which is never a good thing to have. So, it depends. Like, I can live without them. I don't necessarily have to be the one to use them because I believe that you are a bit better at that anyway. But that does mean that you can't be on. It means that I can't take a frontline role because I'm a little bit down. Plus, not to mention, it's not good to have no wisdom.
Yes.
Well, low wisdom because my wisdom is currently 5.
Phil,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
do you propose we approach this person that you attempted to steal from?
Apologize. I could write a letter, perhaps, or something. I mean, it's
I
purely
agree.
scientific what I was doing. But you should understand that. We won't know until we arrive. If he refuses our coin, then so be it. Then we know we've got to go back later. Well, not later, but I mean, technically it's been years since we've been there.
I don't think it's been years. It has been some time, so. Perhaps
been like-
the poor man has gone bankrupt in light of your quick hands.
Yeah, hopefully. There's a completely different seller there. Makes sense.
Perhaps he's
Otherwise, I
come
may
up.
gradually have to apologize for researching a certain thing, but that's the least of our worries. But I'm more than happy to go to the city. And it means if we need to pick up any extra supplies or, get anything while we're there. Like before, when we were talking about perhaps getting a wand of some kind that can heal us. That is something that we can purchase while we're in that town before we venture off to another place.
It is possible if we could get other items, but from memory, we have posters of our faces everywhere.
I don't remember that.
We might not now. We can try and go back anyway.
If worst comes to worst, we click our heels together.
Okay.
Unless we get grabbed straight
Well,
away.
If we get grabbed straight away, I'm sure we can still concentrate to some limit, maybe.
Could we perhaps try at least entering the city in a different spot?
I don't know if that's possible. Every time we turned up, it was been the exact same spot. So, and
Can
if we
you alter
deviate,
the spell.
The issue is, if we deviate from the spell, we might end up somewhere worse. When the incantation that we have learned and the extra line in the ritual takes us there specifically. If we try and deviate from that, we don't know where we're going to end up. We may end up somewhere that we cannot come back from. Imagine it's just stuck somewhere in a plane of existence that we do not understand or know. As fascinating and as awesome and amazing as that would be, there would be no one left to tell in the real world. That is why I will pull my hand back from that slightly. Yes. Well, I'm for it. I'm willing to visit the city. I wonder how much it's grown in the past, however many years we haven't been there.
Yeah, maybe it's a huge city now.
I think you are both forgetting how time passes in Dreamworld. It has not been that long, but we can most certainly try.
What's about an hour a minute, is it not?
And how many days have we've been away for?
Like 6 or 7, I think.
There's not really a hard fast rule for it. It's just time is weird in the Dreamlands.
It's
Wibbly wobbly.
yeah, we
Timey-wimey.
You know what we should do, actually? Oh, wait, no, we should buy investments in those places, and then the compound interest alone would be fantastic. Just saying. Just milk the system while we can. Maybe buy property. On average, property gain doubles every 10 years, so we can make a decent profit out of that.
I've never owned property in my life.
I don't know if I have. I'd like to think
say I
that
recall.
I perhaps own a timeshare somewhere in Absalom.
What is a timeshare?
It's fantastic. So you go with maybe 3 or 4 other parties, and you purchase a house or somewhere, usually in an idyllic situation, maybe the Wangi Expanse, the safer regions of that, or somewhere like that. And you delegate what times of the year you wish to go there and visit, and they agree, and they go to other times, and it's like you all partially own part of the property.
What if I always want to be at the property?
Well, that's more like renting or actually completely owning a property.
Seems like a
Then
scam.
timeshare.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite a scam, as it's you can own a property for a certain amount of time. It's
But
quite
who-
common.
Who really owns the property? Surely
Yeah,
they're
who
not
owns
just
it?
renting it for.
You can't
Decent
only
time.
own something for a little bit of amount of time. Like
So
that's not how ownership works.
You own a share of it. So if the 5 people invest into a property, and then from there, it's the 5 of you buy the property with each other's names. It's, I guess, similar to what you would have in a marriage of some sort. You know, where 2 people can bring in profit an amount that they own, and you can buy a property and it's both in your names. It's the exact same thing. We have 5. But I'm saying 5. It doesn't have to be 5. It could be 2. It could be 3. But basically, owning a house with somebody else is a timeshare. The idea, though, of the timeshare is that you have a certain amount of time a year that you can live there or visit there. Mostly, it's holiday homes. It's very popular in
Holiday
Gelt. Yes,
I'm very skeptical of this concept.
but it's very trustworthy. It's one of the few things that I remember before my amnesia.
It's
don't
not
know
very
why it's stuck
useful,
there.
is it? Though.
One of the academics
What's that
pipes
about?
up is I myself have part of timeshare in the island of Korthos, coastal property.
Korthos.
Yeah, coastal
What,
property.
So you're
It's,
willingly admitting to getting scammed?
It's not
I
a
mean,
scam.
it's not bad. I head out there for, you know, this was the first time I had taken my sabbatical and not gone there, actually, to be honest. It's a bit of a sea change, but I'm quite happy to go out to my timeshare for a
Well,
good...
only when you're there, though, right? When someone else is there, it's their property.
That's
Sure,
fine.
no, that's 100%. I mean, meanwhile, I'm in the university in Casimir, and what am I going to do with it the other 11 months of the year?
And if you're not there for 11 months, somebody else is. They can look after the property. You know.
Exactly.
And it also means you don't have to spend thousands upon thousands of gold on owning a property all to yourself for it to be not used and laid to waste. You could only spend a portion of that gold and own a property there. You know.
There's no way I could
it-
have afforded it on a university wage.
Well, no,
Is
not
this
at all.
something like sleeping with someone else's wife? You get it for part of the time, and then the rest of the time they're with the husband.
Well, that's quite bit of a vulgar way to put it, but that's quite
Yes.
spot on, actually.
Yes, I mean, if that is your experience, it is similar to being, I guess, what's the technical
What
term?
you're saying? So when you get married, you're the. I'm
It's not
very
that-
confused now.
It's not that you own the wife, you just happen to, every now and again, maybe every third Tuesday, just to enjoy somebody else's wife while somebody else enjoys your wife. Or partner, or whatever you choose to share.
I can't say I'm a fan of the time sharing a wife idea.
But it's not, certain people are. I mean, academics and...
How perfectly
general
vulgar.
people. Well, it's not necessarily vulgar. Am I the only one who understands these? It's
Well,
not like
I certainly don't. So
sometimes when you go out in the world, you wish to experience more than what you have been given. If that makes sense. So the idea is that you are not giving up this person you love.
Yes, but I don't have a wife.
relation- I've never said that you did. I'm just.
So I don't need to timeshare my wife with anyone.
It's like one of those.
Is it
sexy
the
things that
same
you
thing
need to
but
do.
timeshare for husbands? Like, can the wives do it as well?
Yes, well, the husband. Well, that's the idea, I presume.
What
Whenever-
if I timeshare Balthus out? Can I get money if I timeshare him off to someone?
Of course, that sounds
No,
like a
don't
good
do
idea.
That makes you more of a pimp than anything else.
A pimp?
A pimp.
You know,
no, I heard you say the word, but
I once did a dissertation on the family structures in the realms of the Lenormand kings. You know, there's several warlords there that will take on up to 15 wives.
As a matter of fact, look. Take that for instance.
is
15
that like
wives.
is that
Do you
still
have
like one of
time?
those timeshare things?
I
Like,
I don't
you
think
only
there's
have
any.
them-
I don't think there's any monetary compensation involved. In fact, I'm 100% sure there's no monetary compensation
here,
involved.
Who has the time
If
for
actually-
15 wives?
But that's the thing. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. The wives are time sharing him.
Oh,
Does that make sense now?
that's
right.
an interesting
Ah.
concept.
You have 15 people who've invested not money, maybe time, and emotional attachment to this one person. Therefore, they each get a partial amount of time over however long. Like, I'm sure there's a bell where they ring and then one leaves and the next one arrives, Sometimes they might enjoy it all together. That is a thing that
What
can
about a
happen with time
ticketing
shares.
system?
I mean, any system there with a little bit of, organization and some kind of, how do we say, administration probably would assist in it. I know that happens with timeshares because obviously, like, it's more this property has worth. Therefore,
But
people.
they're
get
saying
quite
this king
jubilant.
has a secretary to help all his wives.
I
Maybe
say
one
it
of
would
his
be if
wives
he
is the
doesn't, he should
secretary.
definitely invest in one.
They actually refer to them as
Very strange
pages.
concept. Pages?
Pages.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so together they're like a book.
Oh no!
No, Balthus. I think that
Uh,
goes straight over your head.
Oh no, Balthus.
But that is the.
That was your worst one yet.
That's quite good.
How many people did we lose?
The viewers only went up.
Yes. Talking about timeshares.
All right, are you going on a Dreamlands excursion that night?
Please, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if nobody else is going to go, I'm going to go by myself. And I have to apologize to this man, I will.
Alright, so is that you're heading to the city of Delathleen?
Yes, I think we're going to cure our brain tumors.
Okay. Is everybody going?
I will be.
Reluctantly,
All right.
but I will go for sightseeing.
Okay.
We will get to your third ladies later. We could even do it tonight if we get cured. I mean, honestly. I could sleep in.
So the four of you gather around in the usual circle and begin passing around the carved ivory staircase trinkets, muttering the now familiar incantation to once more enter the Dreamlands into the city of Delathleen. Once again, the iris staircase opens in the floor and you all descend into darkness. As you awaken to the sound of urban streets. Now, get rid of that creaking vessel.
Somehow we've appeared in Sharn.
The blackness parts, and you awaken on the cobblestone city streets of Darkling. On a busy evening near the market thoroughfare, people come and go about their business. Salesmen peddling their wares here and there. You see over the cobblestone wall, the sort of waist-high wall nearby, the masts of several ships parked in the harbour, gently bobbing up and down in the evening breeze. Where are you heading?
Let's go straight for the surgeons.
Yeah, if
All
he's
right.
the first one that we think is going to be there.
Alright, you head up the street, and in the direction of the psychic surgeon, the shop by the name of Peace of Mind. You see the sign out the front. Indeed, he has not gone broke and is still in business by the looks of it. The wooden sign, Peace of Mind, swaying in the wind. You approach, push your way through the curtain of beads hanging over the front door. The smell of incense wafts up to your nostrils. Something like cinnamon with a hint of lavender in the background, and there's a gentle bubbling and hissing from a small alchemical setup in the corner, brewing away some strange green liquid, bubbling gently in a conical flask. You hear the familiar voice coming from out back.
Oh, yes, just I'll be with you in a brief moment. Please do check out my new array of herbal infusions sitting on the front counter there. There's free samples. Just help yourself. I'll be out in a brief moment.
All right.
They definitely try it for a second.
Professor Gideon walks over and puts his finger in each of the potions, because I can ID potions by touch.
They're not potions. They're like little like powders and herbs in little snuff boxes sitting on the counter.
I still put my finger in each one.
Okay, it's just, yeah, they're fairly mundane, just mixtures of different herbs. There's like xanthan root and little bit of star anise mixed in, some molasses and other things. A strange thing which you're fairly sure is some kind of dried up powdered manure in one of them.
Interesting. The alchemical bonus. Heimlich, do you mind having a look at this one?
And he's just still got his finger in the dried up manure.
He's like, this one. Very interesting to use it. Can you see?
I can see that. I reach in and I pick up a pinch and I kind of like crumble it in my fingers and like sniff it and like, a little bit of my tongue. I'm like,
What are the alchemical benefits with that?
I don't think there are any.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, I wasn't sure. I can,
As you're saying this, the beads get like pushed apart, and the familiar denizen of Lang sort of walks out, and he's like,
Oh, that one helps with digest.
and he sort of like cuts off as he sees Gideon staring at
You. Well, if this isn't the return of the sneak thief and his friends. Trying a little invisibility spell last time you were here, huh? What have you got up your sleeve this time, huh? Here to steal from me again?
No, we're here for your services.
yes.
Oh, well, that's rich, isn't it?
Well, you will be afterwards.
We do hope to pay you, yeah.
roll a diplomacy check, Gideon.
Duh, for fuck. Oh, -1. Does anyone, do I get an aid from anyone?
Yeah. So I assume someone will get. All three of you roll a diplomacy check to try and assist him.
Come on. Well, I've got all my fingers in his potions.
Natural 20. 22.
Yeah, that's 2.
That's +2 from
Natural
Aphar.
10. So
+2 from Balthus.
That's +4.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
You just need 10.
Nah.
Okay, so it's a +3.
You've got +4. You got +4.
22.
22.
No, I've got a -1 to it, so it's 22.
Yeah, you see the little the little remark reminding him that he's going to charge you.
Wait.
He's like,
Whoa, no, I rolled a natural 20 on that. Because I rolled a 19, but it's -1, so I got natural 20 on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
He lowers his face mask and begins stroke. You see, he's grown like this long Fu Manchu mustache in the months you've been gone. He just begins stroking it, and he's like,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Indeed. Well, as they say, the customer is always right. Tell me, so what's ailing you this time, eh?
Exactly the same thing.
You see him reaching below the desk, and you hear like the sound of tearing underneath it. Just...
What, so, trouble with the cranium again, is it? Little nasty dreams?
Well, it's the same thing. We weren't particularly 100% cured last time. We just stopped the effects momentarily.
You telling me your symptoms persisted?
100%. I think it was a different kind of ailment, but we have in fact cured the perhaps curse. I wasn't quite sure what it was, but the ailment is gone, and all that's left is the symptoms.
Psychic scarring. Great trauma.
Yes.
Well, that is, yes, that's a very complex task to remove, as you saw last time, but
I remember.
my schedule for the rest of the day is clear.
And you see his face like drop for a sec.
Oh, pardon me, 1 second.
He turns around and goes through the beads out the back end. He's like,
Oh, terribly sorry, I just forgot you were here. Yeah, let me just stitch that up for you.
you hear like some painful grunts, like. Like a few moments later, a sort of a very well-dressed man walks past with like a bald spot shaved on the side of his head and like just a set of stitches, fresh sutures in his skin. He just kind of, just very glassy look over his face, walks straight past like the four of you and out the door.
Oh, another satisfied customer. Ooh.
I was wondering, are you able to use the same, just go through and do the surgery through the same stitching as you did last time?
Oh, yes, no, your problem. No, physical interaction needed, just psychic surgery like last time, don't worry. I will have to shave you again, by the way.
No, well, that's the thing, and he pulls over his comb over. It's like, well, technically it hasn't actually come back yet. We haven't been in... Well, I presume we haven't been in the dream world. Oh, I know, because every time we come back in, that's right. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's great. It's grown back.
In my head, I was been walking around with a bald spot since. Yes, no, I'm more than happy. It's
All right,
fine.
then. Oh, just you then, or how about you there, comedian?
Yes, I will be, but I'd like to, see the first act, as it were, and...
I'm happy to go first.
Yes.
All right,
That's what it
fine,
means.
fine. All right, well, come on. Actually, payment up front. Sneak thief.
Aether.
How much was it?
You're looking at 600 gold pieces
For both of them?
for each of them.
Would you take a fuck off ruby? I mean emerald.
I've got this nice emerald here.
I'll pull out one of the emeralds and lay it on the counter in front of him.
He just like, without saying a word, just slowly puts his hand on it, and you hear just like the scratchy sound of it getting dragged across the glass cabinet towards him.
Got yourself a deal.
Slips it into his robes.
Gideon laughs to himself because he knows how much that's worth, and now we're getting a discount now.
He glances over and says,
And while you're at it, if you enjoy the boulette dung, feel free to take another sample. Come on then, sneak thief.
All right.
As he moves away, I'm gonna like try and snort some instead, because obviously the taste was not.
It's
Is it more
well, it smells exactly the way it tasted. So
Well,
You would have known with manure.
I tried.
Right then, take a lay down here, desk, and you know what? Face down this time, I think. Stick your face through the hole on the table there.
Certainly.
Would you like me to put a book underneath or a catalog or something for you to look at while I work?
Certainly. Do you have anything in any language that isn't the one we're speaking? Actually, you know what? I don't know Elvish. Do you have any Elvish books?
Oh, yeah, I think I have something here. There's a child's picture book with some basic phonetics. There you go.
There you go. Thank you. Let me roll linguistics. 14, so I am struggling.
it's like see Derek run Derek run, like kind of thing. And he slides it underneath. And the
Alright, hold still now. I'm just going to shave you.
there's a sort of a cold feeling on the back of your head as he chemically balds the rear half of your head this time. Pushes all the hair back, and he's like,
Alright, I'm going in now.
begins muttering an incantation under his breath, and you feel the familiar tingly cold feeling of his fingers sinking into your cranium, and your sort of neural fibers being pushed around as he sort of pulls back so much psychic gristle, and this little like wet, squelchy sound as he retracts his hand back out of your head, and you feel like something wet and cold trickling down your neck. It sort of like drips through the hole and onto the book in front of you, just this black muck. A few minutes later, he finishes his work and gives you like a slap on the shoulder.
Alright, you should be good to go, I think.
Actually, let me check here. 1 second.
I just looked up a Cinderin translator, by the way.
You looked up what?
A Sindarin translator.
Oh, right.
See Eric Nassel. See Eric run, Eric is running. Woo.
It cures you of all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma damage, and restores all points permanently drained from those scores. Yep, so you're good to go.
Yes.
Alright then, next, comedian.
Yeah. All right. I come in. I put my face down. And is the book that Gideon was still reading there?
Yeah.
Oh, I give it back to you. I give it to you.
Yeah.
It's a page turner.
Before he starts, he sort of lowers his fanged mouth, like right next to your ear, and just whispers, and he's like,
Try to keep your filth in one corner of your cerebral cortex this time. I don't want to have any of your terrible jokes lingering in my psyche for days again.
Sorry, but also, don't steal my routine.
You couldn't pay me to.
he begins balding the back of your head and performs the same procedure, but you feel his fingers tinkering around with your brain. Eventually, the same black muck is sort of extracted. Your wisdom score returns to normal.
Right then, you're good to go as well.
Thank you very much.
He sort of escorts you back out the front and then turns to the rest of you. He's like,
Well, can I ask, where did this curse get bestowed upon you?
Oh, it's in the Lost Caravanserai.
I can't say I'm familiar with that.
It's another place, but
What?
a shopkeeper.
Shopkeeper?
Well, he was more like an evil bastard, really, but
Yeah,
he
shop
was
didn't actually
posing
sell
as a
anything.
shopkeeper. He didn't sell anything, actually. Like, there was nothing in his shop. He just attacked us.
So you say this was a man that cursed you? An evil
Well,
shopkeeper?
I'm not sure if it was a man, but like
He was
It was-
incorporeal. He was
incorporeal, yeah.
Oh. Spiritual in nature.
That
That would be
Of
correct.
sorts. He seemed like he was trapped there, and we were more than glad to rectify that by doing a brisk murder.
Oh, you killed him.
100%.
well, he tried to kill us, so
Oh,
Well,
Philip,
we drink.
no judgment here. That's just... it was quite good for business. Yeah, that's,
oh, you right.
benefited
Yes,
from
you won't be getting any people from him anymore.
yeah.
No.
Shame.
I mean, he didn't actually sell anything ever. He had.
That's
no
what I was
stock.
saying. He was a shopkeeper without anything in his shop.
Yep.
It's a bit strange.
Right then,
You
is
know,
there anything
How
else?
much are these incensers? they smell nice.
Oh, gold piece. Yeah, like a little box. Happy to pack some up
if you
for
got
you.
like a yes, beautiful. I'll take some. I'll
Alright.
hand over a gold piece.
Do you,
Coming
do, you,
right up.
do you happen to also sell magical items?
Well, I have a few things. I have potions. I can scribe
One.
scrolls.
particular.
Wands?
Or
Oh,
if you don't happen to sell them yourself, know where to,
not really
on
my
the-
thing. I prefer the old the practical fingers, as you've seen.
Scientific.
Yes.
Scientific, yes.
Uh,
No, I get that.
There might be some merchant out there in the market way peddling ones. You never know.
We'll have a look. Thank you very much. Anyone you would recommend?
Oh, well, no. Probably definitely avoid the denizens of Lang, I would say. They definitely don't have wands, and you definitely shouldn't go anywhere near them. But other than that, no.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You hear like tearing again under the counter.
What is that you're tearing underneath your desk?
This-
I'm just very curious.
Ledgers? Tax evasion. I'm doing a big tax evasion.
Oh, that's nice.
It
Well
is.
done. We won't tell anyone.
No.
Actually, because it's in our best interest for you to stay here. You know.
Of course, yes. Do come back anytime you get cursed and find your psyche hanging by a thread.
Certainly will.
He sort of leans in.
Seems to
He
be a common occurrence.
slaps both hands on the counter and like leans over to you.
Mum's the word.
Oh,
It's a verb for
yes,
what?
of course.
I'll look at the other guys and just kind of like, just get the fuck away from this crazy fellow.
Yeah, I want to start concentrating to get out.
Oh, we're just leaving.
I wanted to do some
I am.
sightseeing.
I wanted to do some sightseeing as well.
I'm cured and I don't want to not be cured, so I'm starting to think myself out of this one. He's giving me a big spooky, so
What's he doing?
I'm gonna.
He's making that same face you did last time you tried to rob me.
Just quickly. Just 1 second. Do you happen to have demon's blood?
Demon's blood?
Hmm.
No, I can't say that is something I deal in. That I am curious now that you asked why you would want such a thing.
It was just a component in a certain spell that we might be able to use to heal ourselves.
I see.
That's all.
Not something I can help you with, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Do you know where we could find a demon?
A demon?
Well, yeah, I was just thinking, like, Gideon wants demon's blood. You don't have any, but could we find a demon somewhere?
I couldn't point you in the direction of one exactly, but there are a handful of demons that move around the city in certain social circles, usually crime lords or aristocrats.
So we shouldn't go and kill them. Then?
I wouldn't recommend trying to bleed a demon in the city, no. Perhaps not do a big murder.
He makes quotation marks with his fingers.
As Sneak Thief here put it.
Well, as you say, mum's the word.
Mother is the word, yes.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, perhaps is there some place we could go to sightsee? Is there something the city offers?
Well, I mean, the dock is lovely this time of night. I like to wander down there after I've closed the shop and pick up, some, little treaty, little snacky snack from the vendors. Wander around and just, watch the sailors coming in and unpacking the ships. It's quite peaceful this time of day. There's that. There's a lovely museum at the far end of town. That's always fun.
Oh, that does sound good.
What else have we got here in the city?
what kind of museum?
I believe they refer to it, Museum of Planar Curiosos, I believe it's called.
That would be exceptional.
Very interesting. Do you know? Yeah, fascinating. Anywhere else we might be able to get hold of the demon's blood while we're here, or?
As I said, I'm unsure.
That's
Not,
fine.
not my thing.
That's all right. Do you have any churches?
Churches?
Yes.
No. Are we
Particularly very lawful good ones.
awful good church? You mean your funny material plane gods?
Yes.
Nothing major.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
well-
even minor. Just
You'd have to ask around. Nothing I know of.
I
Occasionally
won't
a chaplain will wander in from the material plane and begin holding sermon out on the docks on certain mornings, but I don't know. Not really about the material plane gods here in the Dreamlands, if you know what I mean.
No, I completely understand. They're completely useless and have no reason to exist in our world or in yours.
I can neither concur or disagree. That's not really one for political debate, actually.
It's not political, it's just fact. Science is what
Sure,
brings us all
sure.
together in the
100%,
life that...
Of course,
Yep,
of course,
yep,
of
100%.
course.
He doesn't know that the gods actually exist.
No, they do not
know.
exist. Everything that is in being can be explained by science. And it's just we have not got there yet.
I've been in his head. I've seen his denial.
Oh, right. Yes, I forgot.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for your help and the incense. We'll probably see you around.
All right.
I'll exit.
Well, I guess if we're going to the museum, I'll stick around for a bit longer.
I will grab your guys' attention as soon as we leave.
Mhm.
By the way, as soon as we walk out of the beads, gentlemen and lady, I have sort of an idea of sorts of us to get around this whole, not necessarily having someone in the party that can heal.
Right.
We just need demon's blood.
Mm.
And plenty of it. And it's actually you, Balthus, that would be able to assist us in this. Reading up on your abilities and the like, and if you can use the application of demon's blood to actually assist our bodies in healing itself. In a
Can
way.
I now?
You can.
How?
It's a small application. It may be a spell that we can find here. It's likely here, maybe, or maybe we need a more dynamic plane of existence to actually find it, or we just find a demon and strip it of its blood, and then maybe have a wand for it of such. But there's only one bad thing about it.
Only one.
Yeah, your mind is filled with the evils of the demon for about a minute.
Every time or once?
Yes, every time. No, every time we cast it, you'll be overcome by the willingness to do evil things and be evil in that manner. And you get detected as such, which is a strange thing. I don't understand why that's a thing, but only a minor problem. But if you stand still for a minute and don't do anything, you'll be perfectly fine.
Well, I do have some healing capability, if that is some consolation.
Yes, but it's just like in situations where we need it long term, perhaps. It's just something that we can. I was just, something I can think of. Basically, I am talking about infernal healing. We can get a wand of it, and basically it will give you fast healing 1, which is pretty awesome. But it does make you evil for a minute. Because you're literally applying demon's blood on you to make you heal. But because we got no clerics, this is something we can actually discuss.
Stepping out of peace of mind and back onto the streets of Darkling into the evening air. What are the 4 of you going to do?
The only reason I stuck around was to go to the museum, so we're going to the museum.
I think. Do you guys think we need to get stronger weapons or anything? Like go see an armor merchant? Maybe.
No. I'm pretty well protected as it is. I'm more than happy to have more bits of metal stuck to me, so I'm harder to hit. But yeah, it's more competent. I'm pretty well off, I guess I'm saying. But
Do we need to sell anything? Have we got any goodies to sell?
I don't think we have too much in the way of things to sell, but there are several odds and ends of jewelries that we own.
Yes.
Is there something we need to purchase?
Well, I was just thinking if you guys want to buy anything for yourselves while we're at it, while we're out shopping, enjoying the day, or nighttime, I guess.
might be worth finding out how much of maybe some rings to wear to improve our some
A
protection,
ring
perhaps?
merchant?
Yes.
That reminds me, Heimlich, did you ever have a magic gander at my bracelets that I'm wearing to see if they actually possessed any magical properties?
Oh, I can
did
do that
not.
too as well.
Yes, but he can do it like straight away magically.
Eh,
I mean,
can't do it
I don't
as a
mind who
spell,
does it.
so-
I'm wearing 3 braces, so
I don't think there was anything magical about them last time I detected, but I can try again.
yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
I do my identify spell on these bracelets.
Wait, where did you get the braces from again?
They were from,
Were they from the people who were doing the sailing?
I think, no, that's where the cloaks were from.
That's right. The cloaks of resistance we have.
Yeah.
They give us +1s to all our saves.
Was it the red webbed foot that you got the? They gave that stuff to Heimlich.
Yeah. I actually can't remember which one it was from.
I'm fairly sure now you say that it was from the graveyard.
Hmm.
But non-magical anyway.
Okay, cool.
But they're pretty trinkets.
They
You
are.
could sell them for a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
appraise.
Yeah,
them.
that's kind of
Is
what
that
I was
possible?
thinking.
Alright.
Do an appraise. 24.
24. Was it ceramic necropolis? Platinum ring and jade. Oh, sorry. It is the silver bracelet. It is magical. You identify it as a silver bracelet of friends. Just a brace, just the bracelet of friends. When you're looking it up, the found along with that was a jade necklace.
And a platinum ring.
And a platinum ring. Platinum ring is mundane. It's just a nice platinum ring. Gideon appraises it to be worth 50 gold pieces.
And the necklace?
And the jade necklace is identified as a necklace of fireballs type 6.
Do tell, good sir.
Oh, do tell like what it does? Oh well. So basically, beads off the necklace are pulled off it and thrown, and they conjure a fireball. I think the fact that it's type 6 indicates how many beads are on it. If I recall correctly, I'll just check.
One question. If
Yeah.
he throws the whole necklace,
That's-
because that is a thing. That is a thing in D&D. I'm just not sure if it's a thing in Pathfinder.
Let me have a
Which would
look
be-
here.
6 times what? 6d6.
The necklace of fireball type 6.
36,
Ah, so it indicates, so it has a certain amount of beads, and certain beads do certain amounts of damage because the spheres, the beads are in different strengths. So a type 6 necklace of fireball has 4 beads that inflict 46 damage, 2 beads that inflict 66 damage, 2 beads that inflict 8d6 damage, and 1 bead that inflicts 10d6 damage.
Oh my god! And you just be wearing that around.
So the spheres
God.
are detachable by the wearer, and you can easily hurl one of them up to 70 feet. When the sphere arrives at the end of its trajectory, it detonates as a fireball spell, inflicting the set amount of damage by what type of bead it was. The market price of a sphere is 150 gold pieces for each die of damage it deals. So the 10d6 bead alone is worth 1,500 gold pieces just for the bead.
Wow.
Do we keep this or sell it?
And do the beads recharge at all?
They do not. Once they're used, they're used. And also, fine print, if the necklace is being worn or carried by a character who fails her saving throw against a magical fire attack, the item must make a saving throw as well, with a save bonus of +7. If the necklace fails to save, all its remaining spheres detonate simultaneously, often with regrettable consequences for the wearer.
That's alright though. You said if she fails her.
That's all the Path.
Only Aether can't wear it.
All of Pathfinder's things refer to characters as she.
So we've met
Because
again.
every
I think we
Pathfinder
met
character is
for
female.
So basically, one of us could wear it and sacrifice themselves in the Dreamland to wipe an entire room.
More than. Just cuddle the big bad.
And I don't see any reason why you couldn't throw more than one bead at a time. Just if they're attached to each other, you know what I mean? Throwing the entire necklace would be rather easy. Throwing like 2 beads would be difficult, like for them to go into the same area. You know what I mean?
Is it worth buying a sling? Sling or a slingshot? Also, Gideon
we want
takes
that to be
takes
difficult
20-foot step back from so he's not in the blast ranges.
Look,
I
does
think-
someone else want to wear this? Because I can
Look.
produce my own fireball.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm
Perhaps we
pretty
should sell it. I think you're the only one who can actually use it.
I think I gave it to Aether anyway.
Oh, you did, because it was a nice looking necklace and I liked
Yeah.
it.
Oh, there we
So
go.
I kept the bowler ring. Which
So
is
it is
only
the she
fucking
who's
one
wearing
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, I honestly think we should sell this thing because it's probably going to do more harm than good. Honestly,
Yeah,
and
survived until now. I don't think that's a problem.
but look, if we want to keep hold of something like this, we could literally sell it and just buy a wand of fireball.
But
And that means when, this person takes fire damage, who's most likely going to be on the front line of most things. I mean, fuck, Balthus may even just accidentally fireball her. It's not something that is unknown.
when I look at this necklace, does it look, at a glance that people would kind of know what it is, like, or just like more of one of those obscure items, and it's like a necklace?
It just looks like a jade necklace to the naked eye.
I think this necklace here would not really be anticipated to be what it is.
No, the issue I have is you like throwing bombs that are made out of fire. And I know you can control it, but there's a chance there. We have Balthus, who also enjoys throwing balls of fire that explode, and I'm just saying if she happens to get caught in the crossfire, we're all dead.
Would that be true? Would we estimate that that's exactly what would happen?
If what? Sorry, if
Aether took fire damage, she
Yeah.
has to do the necklace has to do a roll
Yeah.
to see if it reacts, right?
Yeah.
If I fail my saving throw, it has to save it. It has to roll save.
Yeah, if she fails to save, it has to pass a save. It needs to make a save as well.
Dude, that's dangerous. That's dangerous as fuck.
That could be pretty bad, also.
That's what I'm saying. Like the potential of taking fire damage is, enough. Like, I think even a 5% chance of her getting hit by any kind of fire, let alone be friendly or the enemy, I think it's worth it.
She does often get near to the front line, but not at the front line. I think this is a chance I'm willing to take.
I'm not. Like we look at this, that's, what was it? It was 4 beads of 4d6, 2 beads of 66, and 2 beads of 10d6, right?
And one bead of 10d6 and 2 beads of 8d.
1 of 10, 2 of 8, 2 of 6, 4 of 4.
Yeah, dude, that is a lot of dice.
Well, if you want to be a bitch, that's fine. I think we can
100% I'm being a bitch about this. Plus, each one is worth a fucking lot. Like, it's 150, you said, per dice, right?
Per dice, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna...
This could get us out of some pretty severe situation.
And get us into one very severe situation.
It would be fun.
It would be. Like, look, if you really want to keep hold of it, I would consider selling the probably higher up ones.
Question. Before we discuss selling these items, Josh,
204 damage is
Did
how
you-
much that would do.
did you
How
say
much?
that this was a bracelet of friends?
A bracelet of friends, yeah.
Maybe we should sell this.
Yeah, I don't need friends.
Well, it would be very useful. I've found it in the equipment of what it does. Though useful, it costs 19,000 GP.
What is it? What does it do?
Silver Charm Bracelet has 4 charms. Upon it when created, the owner may designate one person known to him
But
to be
it's
keyed to each charm. This designation takes standard action, but once done it lasts forever or until changed. When a charm is grasped and the name of the keyed individual is spoken, that person is called to the spot, a standard action, along with his gear, as long as the owner and that individual person are on the same plane. The keyed individual knows who is calling, and the Bracelet of Friends only functions on willing travelers. And once the charm is activated, it disappears. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be good if we ever got split up, but I have a feeling we probably won't. Maybe? Because it doesn't teleport us there, it just tells us the direction that person is and then they really want to hang out, right?
No.
No, it teleports
It
the
teleports
person.
you.
Oh.
It teleports. So anyone who is named and grasped, and while you're holding the charm, it can teleport them to the charm bearer.
That actually might be useful if
But it only works once.
Yeah. So
But if one of us
it's got 4 charms, it's 4 uses.
look, the
No,
like,
what it says. The
So what
bracelet.
you're saying here is we can have the necklace and this cool friend charm, and you're friends with Aether, and you make her run into combat, yeet the necklace at the same time you call her back.
so that she comes back with a necklace and explodes on us.
No, she yeeted the necklace. She teleports back.
I mean, in combination that would work, but it's like one very specific situation.
A pretty cool situation.
Okay, actually, Gideon has an idea. What if we took one of those beads and somehow attach it to one of your arrows, Ava?
That's not a bad idea.
Like literally turn one of your arrows into a refiable.
I could.
Josh,
There's only one way to find out.
give me one of those beads, and
I think I
you
could do
get a-
it.
I don't think you should yank it off. I think maybe cut it off.
Well, the beads can be removed, right?
Yeah.
Or do they have to be like does it have to be like taken off the neck? You know, unnecklaced, pulled.
I
The
mean,
thing
yeah,
off,
you
put it on, or do
unnecklace it, you
literally
pull one
pluck
off.
it? Okay.
Yeah, you got you know, you take it, you take the necklace off, take a bead off, throw it.
Right. Is it
It's
like
not like
priming a
some
grenade though?
different-
Like, is it like a
Uh,
timer here?
it's impact.
Okay.
This is the same. It's a theoretical theory. We can give it a go. It's like those, whatchamacallit, wizards that experimented similar thing, but with a bag of holding and a hole of what is it? I forget what the thing is, but it's like that black hole arrow that people create. What is it? It's a bag of holding at the end, and down the tube is like a what's that one? Which is just basically like a flat piece of thing that.
Portable hole.
Portable hole,
rod.
yeah. Portable hole and a something like that. It's like a thing that apparently if it connects it could do massive damage potentially because it will rip a hole in dimensions and shit. It's cool. Either way, yes, no, I'm fully behind keeping this if we can find an application for it. I am very very hesitant as both a player and as Gideon to even have this item with its potential worth and the potential.
Well, just
You
as
know.
a thing, I am trying to not, take the front line in fights.
no.
As of recently, anyway. Now that you've got your big ass shield.
It's very handy. I mean,
So-
the issue I also have is that they do manage to connect pretty. They still manage to hit me. So anything that can give me a bonus to Dex as well would be mighty. I mean, if I say Dex, my agility would be nice, but things that stack. That's why I was recommending maybe getting some rings of protection, perhaps, or something similar.
Well, we could. I think we could sell that bracelet.
I'm
I
happy
mean,
to sell this bracelet. And yeah, some
It does
protective
sound
bracelets
useful,
would be nice.
like now that you mention it, but like,
Like
you
if
know,
one
how,
of us
how
gets
often are we
captured-
separated by too long a distance that we kind of just
And-
walk to each other? You know.
But that's the issue. Like, if one of us gets, captured for any reason, it's just they're back. It's,
Well, we're also more than likely on different planes of existence, though, so it wouldn't work.
it's a good point. Let's sell it.
Well, we need to find a jewelry merchant or a magic items vendor.
You, sir. He points at the closest person. If you
What
know where the
about that,
closest jewelry seller is.
Looking for the the magical jewelry seller.
I'm pointing at the closest London British boy who's there. You, sir, in the street.
Roll a diplomacy
What day
check.
is it today? What check?
A diplomacy check.
Oh, for
It's better now, right?
No. It's a 4.
A 4.
You, sir, child, where can we buy jewelry?
Hey, sir, why today's Christmas Day?
He just runs off.
That's
Not what I asked. Do you have
what
one of those
about
spare? Can I have a
that
can
man?
I have a bead, please?
No, you may not.
What about the man that you bought your other weaponry from? Perhaps he would
Oh,
be.
he might. Yes, I do remember. I think he was off this way.
I'll start walking towards where I remember the dude who sold the bow to me was.
But
Right,
what about
see.
the museum?
Oh,
Come
do you want to go
along.
to the museum first? Well, let's go to the museum first. Do some sightseeing, and then we can go. You know,
Not too
buy
long in
some
the gift
stuff.
shop.
Maybe,
Aeons.
the museum gift shop might have some magical items.
That's a
Cool our
good point.
heels a little bit. Yes, well, I would like a little plush toy. They do. I hear they make nice ones at the museum.
I want,
it's
a,
at
I want a
museums.
coin that is pressed with an image on it.
As someone with a collection of pressed coins, that appeals to me.
We got one at the zoo last week at Wollongong.
So you guys, you make a 20-minute walk across town, across the city, arriving at. You spot the museum, a large, dark marble building with several gargoyles lining the top. You approach the front doors, find it closed, because it is nighttime in the city.
I was gonna say because Christmas Day.
Isn't it always nighttime in the city? Have we ever been here during the day?
No, we've been through the day.
Have we? Oh, okay.
This is
Well,
bullshit.
bad timing, I guess.
Are there opening hours?
Daytime.
Well, it seems that.
Well, we could just get a room for the night.
Has anyone got access to that quick menu that allows us to wait for a few hours? No. Okay.
I mean, this pillow over here looks pretty comfy.
all right. Let's lean on this pillar for a little bit and wait for it to open.
Can we go get something to drink at least?
That is a better idea.
Yes, maybe, perhaps. Or maybe we can do our buying and then consider afterwards.
Well, if the museum's closed, do you think the merchant's going to be open anyway?
Well, nighttime markets are a thing.
Yeah, we'll go have a look.
Question:
I mean-
if I get hammered in the Dreamland, do I get all the benefits of being hammered and then no hangover?
I believe, if I remember correctly, one of the negatives of being hammered in game is mental, so that would carry back over to the real world.
Damn it. But still gonna get a drink on.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should sell that. Get some cash for it, and then kind of
But,
decide
yeah, but-
in between sessions what we want to get. I guess.
Let's
Perhaps.
see if there's any merchants open at the moment, or if they've all closed for the day.
Well, if you're seeking the same guy as last time, you head back down to the harbor front where you met the guy last time, the shady tiefling
right.
that was wearing a large, long leather trench coat.
Coat.
You spot him sitting on a park bench, sort of overlooking the harbor a few feet away from the wharf. He seems to be, he's sitting there. He has what appears to be a paper bag full of something that he's eating from. As you approach, he's crunching loudly. It appears he's eating a bag of baby carrots. He's dressed in his bowler hat today. He's with specialty holes cut through for his tiefling horns to poke through. His red tail's sort of hanging through the gap in the park seat, just sort of moving around of its own volition as you approach.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. I remember you. Remember that bow?
Yes, you sold me this lovely bow.
Taken many lives.
Quite a few, actually. It's very nice.
Ah, always happy to see a satisfied customer. Here for more
Yes.
wares, I assume.
Absolutely, actually. And also possibly to sell something if you're in the market.
Maybe. He's like heaves himself forward and stands up. He eats like one last baby carrot out of the bag. He's like, baby carrot.
If you're offering, actually, yes, please.
Help yourself. Take one. Take two.
Have one. Thank you.
Right then.
Crouch down.
Down the business, he sort of looks around shadily and then opens his trench coat, sort of revealing that little strange pocket dimension he has on the inside. It's like there's two long rooms sort of going inwards into his jacket. Right, so what are we after?
Well, I think my friend here was wondering if you had any magical rings.
Yes, something to conserve us,
bracelets.
to protect us, in a sense.
Ah, rings of protection we're after, is it?
Well, yes,
Well,
exactly.
A few of those. He closes the trench coat and sticks his hands like into his pockets, and they sort of like go in clean and then come out with, every single one of his digits has a ring on it. He sort of like holds it up and does jazz hands. So, how many we after and how potent?
Well, what do you have to offer? We're thinking of a trade.
Well, we got +1, +2, +3 even.
+3 would be pretty cool. It's 9. It's very expensive. It's reasonably
It
expensive.
goes 2,000, 8,000, 18,000.
That's so much. But yeah, so yeah, +1's gonna be 2,000, and that gives us a +1 to AC. How much did that bracelet we think was worth? Do we raise it at all?
19,000, but it's
19.
worth less per charm that it's missing.
But it's got 5 charms, right?
Don't know, Josh. Is that 4 or 5?
It has 4 charms.
Okay. And is that
full
full?
price? Yeah, that
Full
should be
price.
full.
Okay. So 19. Then. So we could.
Its buy value is 19,000. Its sell value isn't.
Yeah, but we might be able to swap it for a few of these. We might. Would you be interested in taking
Friends.
some friends? Yes, in a bracelet form and forcibly.
Let me have a look here.
Bracelet of friendship, basically. Here.
Ah, seen one of these before. Heard a nasty story about someone in one of these. I could certainly resell this. Can offer you 9,500 gold pieces for it.
Right.
What if we... No, that's...
What about a ring of protection +2 and a ring of protection +1?
Yeah, I think that's a fair trade.
That's pretty good, I must say. Thank you.
Anything else there that you think we might like?
Any cloaks of any kind, or that offer the similar properties, or even necklaces?
Anything to improve agility or dexterity?
That yeah.
or charisma, perhaps?
Yeah, he waves his hand at you in your face. You don't need to be good in characteristics. I've got a personality to die for.
Not for you. For me. So my jokes land better.
Yeah. Do you have anything to cure comedy?
Well, afraid not. In regards to being a bit more lighter on your feet, I do have this. He sort of reaches into his coat and pulls out starts put like a clown pulling the streamers out of his the magic trick. He starts pulling out this belt. He's like zzz, zzz. He sort of like pulls it out and does the the double belt over and then gives it the snap. And he's like,
Yeah.
This here. This will make you fast. Lighter on your feet.
Belt of
Dexterity, I think, was the way you put it.
a bit more agility.
I think it's a belt of incredible dexterity, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've already got. I won't. Like, obviously, that's probably something needed for you. 'Cause that'd be really good. It depends. Would that your what your this is where we're gonna get really minimaxy for a little bit, I guess. Your ability to turn your dex up. What is that ability called?
It is Aspect of the Falcon.
Does it give
And-
you an enhancement bonus?
Enhancement bonus.
You gain a +3 competence bonus
Okay, so it does
on
stack.
perception checks,
stack.
bonus range attacks, and critical multipliers. It says this effect does not stack with any other effect that expands the threat range of a weapon, such as the improved critical feat or keen weapon.
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't say anything about.
It's just,
dexterity
it's
bonuses.
a different type of bonus, so they will stack.
So,
like if
yeah,
it was
so-
an enhancement bonus as well, this is an enhancement
Like
bonus from
Cat's
the belt.
Grace.
Yeah,
So Cat's Grace, you won't be able
Cat's
to use
Grace
anymore,
is
you
what
have
it meant.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
That's
won't.
why I was wondering, when I gave you Cat's Grace, whether or not that mixed up with your aspect of the tiger. Because I was like,
The aspect of the tiger.
isn't that
It
the
gains
thing-
+2 bonus enhancement bonus to dexterity.
Yeah,
So
so,
there you go, so
it
that
it
would
won't
clash.
stack.
So it does affect, but I also can I get an enhancement bonus to con at the same time?
Yeah, it's just an enhancement
I've got-
bonus on the same stats.
Same
won't
stat.
stack. Yeah.
Because I've got at the moment, what I've been doing at the moment is activating my animal focus. If I don't activate it on my wolf, I can activate it twice on myself.
Yeah.
What? Sir, do you happen to have any, maybe some boots of swiftness of some kind? The boots of, perhaps haste.
Haste.
Check your compartments, if you could, for that. That might actually be something we're interested in.
Let's have a look here. See what we can rustle up.
We're really going to the extent of magical item knowledge for Adam in Pathfinder. Like, ooh, they're spicy.
I do have something here, actually. They don't look like much, but he pulls them out. They're very, very dark leather boots. These sort of the ones where the brim of the boot sort of like folds over back on itself. They look like they're in terrible condition. There's a giant hole in one of the soles. The leather is all sort of aged and withered. They don't look like much. But with these, you run a circle around anyone.
Right? And how much for the old boots?
These 12,000 gold pieces.
12,000.
12,000.
You couldn't have looked after them better.
Well, touche, but they were sold to me like this.
Oh, that's fair, I guess. But
They're pretty good. But I don't think we've got 12,000 unless we give up that necklace.
I'm just gonna step away and just gesture to Gideon to come over and say,
Yeah.
Did you want to get rid of the necklace really badly?
Look, this is what the situation we have. I do have the haste potion I can give you all the time, but if you have a pair of
It's
these
a bit
boots,
inconvenient.
yeah, I know. Well, this thing you just click your heels and you'll get about a minute's worth of haste, which you can click on and off, once a day. It doesn't have to be consecutive. Just turn it on when you want it to.
Right.
Whereas your necklace, you kill us all if you take fire damage.
Yes, I'm a little bit. I mean, I was on the side of keeping it because I was like, that's a lot of damage. Like, you throw a couple of these and you got no one standing in front of you anymore. But it is a little bit concerning to if, like, someone waves a torch too close to my chest. I'll just kill us all.
Literally, and that's why I have an air of concern with it.
Look, I'll see what it'll take for it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, mate. Have you ever seen one of these before?
And I'll hold out the necklace of fireballs 6.
Whoa, whoa! Watch where you're waving that thing.
Oh yes, well,
Is that
That's
what
what
I
I'm
think it
saying.
is?
It's exactly what
if you
it is.
think
How
it's
much
a
do you want it
necklace,
for?
yes. You think it's a necklace of fireball?
Let me just did someone already calculate how much it was worth?
It was 54. There's 54 d6s in it, and there are
Yeah.
150 gold pieces each.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's 4
8100.
times 8100. Yeah, he will sell it for that value. He will buy it for that value.
Threaten to drop it if he doesn't swap it with the boots of speed. Just
can,
saying.
can we not?
Oh, would you be willing
I'm kidding. I'm
to
kidding.
swap this necklace for the boots? Considering that the boots aren't in the greatest of neck.
I'm afraid not. We're gonna need something else on top there. Missing about 4,000 gold pieces worth of value there.
You know exactly where I've got 4,000 gold pieces sitting, Josh.
Where is it?
Alright. What if I sweeten the deal a little bit?
I'll pull out 2 of the emeralds from my purse.
Would you say this meets your criteria?
He reaches into his jacket and pulls out a tiny little brass bell and begins ringing it, and he's like, "This is my extra value bell." With his other hand, he starts pointing upwards.
Well, I think he wants more.
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
I
worth
got it.
I'll pull out another one.
See, Balthus, you could learn something about comical humor. It
I
can be
don't know
physical.
if he was just trying to be comical, though I
Yeah,
do
but
like
it's
the use of props.
The
If I
physical
pull out
humor
the
works
third,
well.
a third emerald, does he continue to ring his bell?
He does continue to ring his bell.
Okay, stop it. Alright. Fine.
How much for the bell?
You know what? I'll throw it in for free.
Oh, do it. Do it.
Here is
Do it. Do it. Hey, for
4 of these emeralds
Hey, for time.
and the necklace of fireballs for those boots. Those raggedy ass boots you've got there.
They smell quite nice out on the inside. He flops them down at your feet and takes the emeralds. These better be real.
Well, I thought they were real, so, you know. This one here appraised them. Said they were real.
He carefully grabs the necklace with his thumb and index finger and lowers them into one of his pockets. Alright. No, not funny, mate. Not funny.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're getting rid of it.
And here's the little brass bell for you, my friend. Now,
Thank you.
you're getting quite a deal here. This has a lot of sentimental value to me.
Well, no, look, I can get my own little bell if it has that much
No,
value.
it's fine. You can take it. It's fine. Really, it's not healthy.
I reach out and take the bell.
It's not healthy.
No, I want no. I push your hand away. No, this bell.
Thank you. Hey, frankly, you're doing me a favor. My father used to ring it just before he beat me.
Well, no, okay. Okay, no, I will take that. He takes it. What do you mean sentimental value? It doesn't matter.
Fair.
Okay, so that ring of protection 2 for Gideon sitting on the front line would be very useful, but I'm more than happy for us to try do a roll off or something for that.
Oh no, I was gonna give the ring. Well, I mean, I didn't sell the bracelet. It was, I guess, Balthus's bracelet, but.
I
if
don't
they-
know if I would benefit that much from a plus. I mean, it
think-
would help, but
I mean, if you give me both
have
of them, I
we
can wear them.
finished concluding our dealings with this fellow?
Oh no, he's still if you want to negotiate for the.
Anything else?
Gideon, how about this? I'll put my vote for you having the stronger ring, and I get the bell.
I mean, sure. I mean, I'll do a straight swap. Here you go. Here's a bell. Here's a ring.
Done.
Done. Alright, and that's my inventory. Whee! Ho! We're getting up there. So I'm now at 20 AC, so I should probably start looking for some armor.
I'm at 12 ace.
Well, you can get the +1 ring.
I think it's really gonna do anything for me.
Can you wear armor?
Yeah, I can.
Do you not wear armor?
I do wear armor.
What are you wearing?
I believe I'm wearing leather.
He's wearing the
armor.
lightest armor. Yeah, he's got padded because he is too frail to have anything heavier.
I've got leather, so I mean, I have the. I think I can wear up to light. I think I can wear light.
Also,
I don't-
frail's not the right word. It's
Yeah, no, as-
I'm too nimble.
Nimble.
Too nimble.
Nimble. Okay. All right. Okay.
Does this just count as a simple bell?
It's just a simple bell, yes.
Cool. This handbell can produce only one loud note.
I like how you got that.
All right, then. Shall I consider our business concluded, then?
Yes,
One-
then. That was
Hold
a
on.
pleasure, as always, doing business with you.
I may not be done.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
I have this belt here. And he takes off his belt, and as soon as he does, he looks like he loses a few pounds. It's the belt of Mighty Constitution +2 that I have.
Yep.
How much is he willing to buy it for?
That belt there, I'll be happy to take that off your hands for 2,000 gold pieces.
Pieces. Nope, I'll keep that. He puts it back on, and he seems to gain a few pounds. Thank you
Right.
anyway.
Not a problem. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go back to going to town on these baby carrots.
Oh, of
Enjoy.
course.
Do you
Is
mind if
there
we
a
take
good
the roadie?
bar nearby?
A bar.
Yes.
Depends what kind of drinky drink you're after.
Or somewhere to get drunk?
Yeah, I think there's a nice little tavern down the road, dockside. Volatile, it's called.
Full sail. Alright. Thank you very much. We'll see you around.
Well, if I see you first, he shoots you like a finger gun. His
I'll pick
long,
finger
his,
gun back.
his long black fingernail. Just,
Before you leave, actually.
well, I'm not leaving.
Don't
You
have-
are.
Well, before we leave, you don't just happen to have a change shirt or something? Something,
No, I don't deal in that. Check the marketplace.
I'll check the marketplace. Thank you so much. Just thought it'd be worth it,
You can find chain shirt in the marketplace for market
Okay.
value.
Alright.
Just do that if you want.
I will do that, and now I'm down to 400 gold pieces in this world.
Who did I pay for last time to get their psychic surgery?
Who did you pay for?
Yeah,
Um,
because I paid for like my psychic surgery, and then I think
Yeah.
at least one
I
or
think it
two
was
others.
mine.
I don't remember.
Mm.
It's telling me I'm wearing multiple suits of armor, but I'm not. I don't understand. Oh, no, I'm fine. Don't worry, ignore me. Alright. Alright, cool. My AC is up to 21 now. Pretty good.
Right. You guys heading to the tavern for a drink?
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Right.
Hell
You head
yeah.
down the road. You find it easy enough. You hear some very, very woodwind-like music echoing out from the inside. A fairly jovial affair, this tavern, although fairly small. More of a hole in the wall than anything. Sort of a, like that Japanese sort of outdoor bar kind of style. A few seats along the counter. There is like a few sort of tables stretching out in a mezzanine area towards the dockside. The tables are all fairly busy and jovial. There's people around sharing drinks, sharing stories at the end of the day. Might actually put a tavern track on. Tavern.
I like taverns.
Oh, there we go.
Obligatory head movement while music comes on. We all had it. I'm feeling pretty tough now. I'm happy.
You walk over and take there's 4 empty seats at the bar, directly on the bar. You sit down. There's a very sort of large, rotund man in a very greasy, dirty white apron. Turns around. He's wearing a very sort of lopsided white beret. He has a very dark black sort of mess of a beard and sort of a very round, slightly red face. Very hairy arms too, you note. Very Robin Williams like. He turns around and, "Hey! Welcome to the first sale, my friends. Have a seat at the bar here. Can I get you a drink?"
As many as possible, if you like.
All right,
I'll
all
have
right.
3 ales for myself and whatever these guys are getting.
Coming right up. Croup's the name, by the way.
Cool.
Nice to meet you, Kroot.
Croup, like the disease.
Oh, right.
Like the
Oh.
thing Adam caught and had like 2 weeks ago. It was horrible.
Right.
What is the local spirits?
Spirits. We got what do we got here? Got a very, very nice drop. Recently come in from Caliphas. How about that?
That sounds wonderful.
Do you have any demon's blood?
Demon's blood.
Yes.
Can't say I've heard of that. How does that go? Shot, is it?
It can be. You might want to invest in it.
Do you have any cider?
Afraid not, mate. We don't serve wimps here.
Well,
Hold on.
that's a shame.
What?
Swimps have coin. Sometimes.
4 tall ales, is it? Or a nice Caliphas spirit for the bearded man?
I'll have a scotch.
Scotch, coming right up.
Thank you.
Slaps the drinks down on the bar. He's like, out of towners, is it? Visiting from the material plane?
You
Yes,
hit the
something
penny
like
on the
that.
head.
Oh,
Picks up
yeah.
a drink and
Is there anything happen of note in the city that we need to know about?
Nothing out of the ordinary, you know. Days go by like usual. Things, shipments come and going from the moon. Ghouls have been complaining again about the gugs.
Oh yes, well, yeah, we heard about that actually.
If one were to get transport to the moon, how would one do that?
Transport to the moon. You could always try and get passage aboard one of them flying ships. Or them Lengs. They like to those winged beasts. Big winged beasts that they use. There's that. I mean, you could always try one of them magics.
Isn't it made of cheese?
The moon?
I've heard that was made of cheese.
No, that's a silly material plane story.
Oh, what's it made of? Do you know? If it's not cheese, what is it? It looks like cheese. Scott.
Moon.
It's made of moon.
Yeah.
One second. You mentioned. Did he mention Castrovel?
No.
Okay, who did?
No one's mentioned Castrovel.
Oh my god, I know one.
You did. You did.
Did I?
Descent.
Okay, well, I swear I heard Castrovel, and then we started talking about moon travel. I'm like,
Isn't that where they took the Yellow King? The moon.
I'm sorry.
With the man that we met in the caravanserai. He mentioned that the Yellow King had been taken to the moon.
That crazy fellow.
Yeah.
I just thought it was being crazy and, like,
So did I, but then
spouting nonsense.
here we are with someone saying that there's regular shipments from the moon.
how much? I'm gonna turn to the button. How much would it be to get to the moon? Would you say?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't just go to the moon. I mean,
Oh. Why not?
well, well, it's quite dangerous.
Well, like.
What I'm saying is, not exactly public transport up there.
Oh.
Why do you want to go?
Oh, we're just remembering that one of our friends that we thought was missing. Someone told us that he went to the moon.
Oh, he didn't
We
get
thought it
taken
was
by
another
them
thing.
Langs, did he?
I'm not sure.
Them
Did
Langs,
get
they got.
any
There's a prison up there.
prison.
Yeah,
It's like a penitentiary up on the moon.
there is. Yeah.
What's the moon's biggest export? If you know, saying there's regular shipments from
Prisoners, apparently.
Well, I'd say the Langs,
Jeez.
the denizens of Lang, renowned slavers.
Ah,
So if you've got a friend that's been taken to the moon, he's probably in a spot of trouble.
Doesn't sound good.
no. Does not sound good indeed. Did we want to help the Yellow King?
I think he does have some information about that fine poet.
He did also get, keep Gideon and I somewhat under wraps working for him while we were less than present.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, gave you meaningful employment. That sounds like a good man.
We did say that we were looking for a couple of days off, right? This is why we're having drinks and not, out fighting little blue and purple felines.
Well, this is at least a bit different from our normal ventures, surely.
Does anyone in the bar look like they would be up for a drinking contest?
you may be able to convince someone for it. If you roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, that's not good.
Why does no one have diplomacy?
All right. So basically, that's my first question, and then second question is alcohol a poison? Because I mean, I have a absorb toxicity spell here that I can absorb all of that poison, and then I can pass it on to someone else.
Interesting. Are you going to try to goad someone into a
Yeah, you bet. You absolutely bet.
roll a diplomacy check?
Good. -5. I got 3.
Yeah, 3. You get up and you just boisterously declare yourself the greatest drinker in all of the Dreamlands. The group sort of leans over and taps you on the shoulder. He's like, oh, yeah, it's a bit early for that.
I only had one drink. He's not normally like this.
Well, I'm not trying to, get ahead of myself. I want to get the best edge I can get.
Right, well, I'll at least keep pace with you if you're gonna start drinking like a madman.
Fuck it, fine.
Crew, whatever he drinks, I'd like the same, please.
All right. Is that time for another round then?
I've still got these two. But sure, I'll have what again?
I hear Aether talking about obviously matching me, so I order 3 ales as well.
All right. Is it a drinking contest then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Gideon will join in only because he's got the party trick of having half a mouth, so it will just dribble out, and you can just pretend. Oh, sorry, did not mean to. What's your plus against, because you were talking about poison conversion. Sorry, Tim sent me a message and he couldn't find some stuff. We were talking about poisons and resistance to poisons. What's yours? I'm very interested.
I'm immune.
You're immune. Okay, well.
I am immune if I drink my absorb toxicity. So I can be immune for a period of 80 minutes, and then I can pass on any sort of poison or disease, something else.
So wait, you can give your poison to somebody else?
Yeah, you bet. As in, like, I can infect them.
As in, you could be a carrier for a certain disease and give it to somebody else?
Correct.
Alright. I will not be partaking in this drinking contest.
I guess I'm judging then.
Yeah, we can also. Yes, we can all sit here and judge him.
Well, I guess since he's immune to toxicity, I guess it turns into more of a everyone just watching Heimlich, sitting there casually throwing back. Actually, roll sleight of hand to see if everyone notices you cheating.
Whoa. 18.
18. Everyone, I did opposed by perception. Yeah, give it.
19.
Piece of shit.
Where is my wisdom hasn't healed yet, so my perception is very shit.
I actually probably
0.
more.
0.
I don't even notice him having a drink.
Oh, -2. Oh.
Balthus is too busy helping himself to pickled eggs.
I certainly am.
Heimlich, what was that you just did there?
That was more shots, more drinks.
I saw nothing wrong.
Roll bluff check.
You didn't buy any more.
Well, it was another drink. It's not a bluff check. It's
It's good.
Well, that's what I said. It's whatever you're having, I'm having. So hand it over. I gotta have some as well.
okay. I hand over my potion of levitate.
Gideon looks up. Gideon looks up, realizes what the concoction is, and just like shakes his head and goes back to his book on Elven reading.
Can I roll a perception to see if it looks the same, Josh?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
24.
24. Balthus, Heimlich, roll a craft alchemy.
Craft alchemy, eh? Ooh. Get fucking wrecked, hopefully. 25.
25. Oh.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is whatever you're having is what I'm having. So
Pops off the cork. Downs the entire thing.
Then the Aether begins to levitate out of a seat, just a few feet into the air.
What's wrong? You're looking a bit lightheaded there.
what's going on here?
Go.
I just want to.
I pull it back down to the chair.
You bastard.
It's all in good fun.
Well, we could pull
How
her
long's this
outside.
last now? I've just drank the whole thing.
It's
Can
not
I stop
that long.
it at-
It's
Look,
about
here,
10 minutes.
this will cure it. It's a thing, and he hands you one of his concoctions.
Well, I'm actually kind of enjoying it.
No, here, no, okay. Well,
Can I-
have this?
Thought this was a contest to get drunk, not high.
Don't worry. See, that's the kind of material you should be. Situational. Need a nice bass drummer, a bass player. But ding, 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 ding. You know. Anyway, yeah, have this one. And he hands you a potion.
What's this one now?
You just drink it. You
No,
drank
I
his,
did
drink
that for
mine.
the last one, and he made me levitate.
It's fine. You'll be fine.
How does this levitation work? Do I just like start floating, or
Hey,
can I
don't
like
you
control
remember
it
what our
somewhat?
parents taught us? Always accept 3 potions.
You can control it yourself.
I can control it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can float up to the roof.
Alright. Well, while I've got this, I don't want to get out of it just yet. Excuse me, crew, can I please have 2 shots?
Oh,
of
coming right
whatever
up.
You've got.
About another scotch. What do you think of the scotch, Professor?
Fantastic, and you can see like half of the shirt's wet.
He pours you 2 tall shots, A5, and another glass for Gideon.
Oh,
No ice, hold the
lovely.
ice. Tilt.
Alright, I'm gonna float up to the roof. I would like to, can I sit cross-legged on the roof upside down and do the 2 shots upside down?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this as well. Just
You've roll a performance check. Yeah. Do you have any? You probably don't have any performance skills. Just make it.
acrobatics.
Yeah, make it acrobatics would be right.
I've got, yeah, I don't have any perform or anything.
There's a fly check.
15 for acrobatics. I do have fly.
You're sort of like you've caught the eye, like obviously the levitating elf woman just floating around over at the bar. You catch the eye of like some of the tables nearby, and they're all like watching. You like float upside down, cross-legged up to the roof, and just upside down. Throw both shots back.
Oh, that was rougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, like some laughs and claps from the tables nearby.
Well, that's enough of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here until the morning.
And I'll float back down and drink the potion that Gideon gave me.
Before before you start floating down, I'm gonna throw something at you on the ceiling. One of my potions. Yeah. I throw something at you. Can you roll a DC, a reflex save?
I can roll a reflex save for you.
Hmm.
27.
Okay, yeah, that misses. You see like a sticky substance hit the wall next to you. It's like I was just trying to get in on the fun. But I'm sorry, he looks back down to his drink and back down to his children. Right, just drink the potion and you'll come down slowly.
Alright, I'll levitate myself back down and drink the potion to stop the levitation spell, I guess. As long as that's the potion that you gave me.
It is a potion of reduced person.
Oh! I think I might have... Wait, give me a sec. 1 second. Aether would have drunk just a little portion of it initially.
So you're down to 3/4 size then, not 1/2.
Come on now, that's not funny.
No, I thought it was quite funny.
It's a little funny.
Very funny.
No, that's not funny.
I like that.
Well, how long's this last then? Now I'm floating and I'm small.
8 minutes.
Well, it's been fun. Wait, actually, Heimlich, didn't you have to drink the same things that I drank? Or something? So do you want to have some?
Well, I guess I could have a little. And I drink the rest. How much do I... Wait, so how much did you drink?
Just like a couple of sips.
Oh,
See-
well, I drank the rest. Fuck it.
So if you drank like a couple of sips, I reckon you reduce. Yeah, so it's like halving your height and width. And dividing your weight by 8.
Does him being smaller make the toxicity immunity last longer or shorter?
It's just the same. I'd say
Well,
I sure hope this is the last of the pranks that you guys gonna pull. I thought it was supposed to be Balthus that was the Joker.
he's got a lot to learn.
Yeah, I surround myself by, people I can learn from.
Yes.
the night goes on as you have a few more drinks, and the group and a few of the other flyers enjoy like the group's antics. You guys test your abilities on each other and prank each other.
It's like the first night we've had to relax in a long, in fact, ever.
Yeah,
It's our only night we've had to relax.
it's probably for the literally the first time since you awoke in the asylum. So many weeks ago now, however long it's been, that you've all just been at ease.
God, the reality of
Damn.
that. Yeah, just thinking about that, the reality, and I think it hits Gideon in the middle of one of these jokes, and he just kind of just goes silent. He just absorbs it all and just smiles and just like looks around the room, just watching us enjoy ourselves without being, attacked mentally by something or being drained of some kind or just forgetting that we forgot our whole lives. Like, that's the big thing about this. We only remember back like 3 weeks, if that.
Well, I'm certainly forgetting I forgot.
Yeah, you're forgetting, forgot. But we all have been forgetting that we've forgotten. We get little smidgens of information here and there that we remember, but fuck, so much that Gideon doesn't know and wants to find out.
When you guys leave the tavern later that night, a little bit inebriated, what's the plan? Are you waking up or?
Wait, if we got there at night and we're leaving later at night, is it morning yet?
Well, no. Are you planning on staying there all night or?
Did you guys want to go see the museum now?
I could see the museum.
I think I'd like to see like a dragon or something. Do you reckon they have dragons in the museum?
I do a knowledge planes to see if there's any dragons on this realm of existence.
Alright, do knowledge plates.
30.
30? Oh, yeah, there could be.
There's potential for dragons here.
There's dragons! Guys, we got to go to the museum. I don't care if it's closed, we're breaking in. We got to do it. Let's go. Come on. It's like, I don't know, like, just after dark. It'll be fine. Like, they won't care.
Right, you first. I'll follow.
Don't know.
But
if
which
good
way
idea
was
is
it?
this.
Which someone point. Which it was that way, right?
And she points in, presumably the complete opposite direction of where the actual museum was.
Yes.
Can I try lead this group of very drunk people to a tavern?
I'm not drunk at all.
To a tavern.
Sorry, not a tavern. Well, as a tavern with lodgings.
Ah, right.
Alright,
No,
so you.
no. We're going to the museum, Balthus. No,
Yeah, it's this way. It's this way.
yeah, no, you're going the wrong. It was the other way.
I want to roll a geography to see if I would be too inebriated, or fortitude to see if I'd be too inebriated to remember which way it was.
Yeah, right. Go for it.
Which one?
We'll just say intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't like that.
But as to fortitude. Just let me roll a d4 here real quick.
Okay.
You currently have a -3 modifier to all stats. Sorry, no, you have it. Sorry, -2 modifier on all stats for 3 hours.
And all my ability scores.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, how do I add that? Is this
Just don't worry about it for now. That's
Alright,
just
I'll roll my
your intelligence.
check.
Yeah, your check is at -1.
I'll just roll it on. Yeah, just do the thing. How's a 9?
9? Oh, you have no idea. Your head is spinning.
Yeah. Oh.
Can I
Maybe
do
you're
a-
right. Maybe it was over that. I can't remember.
I
Maybe
can. I
you lead the way, Balthus, and then we can break in and see the dragons, and it would be fucking sick.
I do agree seeing a dragon would be quite sick.
Yeah. So we gotta go to the museum. You're the one that wanted to stay and see it. So we gotta go.
I do want to see it.
Alright, so Balthus, if you're trying to find accommodations, there is a bunkhouse nearby, usually used as an overnight for sailors, merchants that are passing through. You can find lodgings there.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go inside quickly, and then make sure I can secure the lodgings first.
Yeah. Well, if
come back again.
the rest of the party is amicable to it, then you can find a dormitory room that night with 2 bunk beds for the 4 of you. And you can rest in the city of Dilathleen until the next morning.
I rolled a diplomacy check to see if Aoife would be okay with bedding down. Just at that moment.
I've got something to try to convince you to get in there.
I rolled a 3. I'm
Perfect.
assuming that's minus at least something because I've got -3 to everything. So
I'm rolling a bluff, and I rolled 13. Come on, Aoife. The innkeeper here says he's got an actual backdoor tunnel system that'll get us in the museum.
A back door? That's such a good idea.
All we need to
Why
do.
doesn't all the innkeepers have a back door to the museum?
Well,
They
we
make
got lucky
so
and we found the right
much
one.
money. Yes. No. Okay. You take us in, and we'll go find it.
All we need to do, it's from this room, and I'll leave. Despite it being a tunnel system, I'll lead Aoife upstairs.
she has no idea.
If I you push Aoife into one of the bunk beds, the other 3 of you settle in. You wake the next morning to a seagull, like pecking on the windows, like tap tap tap, tap 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 tap.
Ooh.
Aoife, in your head, it's like boom boom boom. So,
I was making that noise. Shut up. Shut up.
and I think we will call it a night there, guys.
Museum next day, boys.
Museum next day.
That's fantastic. Ah,
Sightseeing.
it's been so nice to have a session where it's just kind of humor, because this is such a brutal campaign, like emotionally for characters and thank you everyone. We had a lot of fun.
All right.